What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? This is your boy Gerald. It is Wednesday, the 8th, 2013. I'm just finished coming inside. It's raining like cats and dogs, and figuratively, no, literally it is. I just finished taking Tyson out. He had to use the restroom. Got to make sure he's good to go. Normally I always try to put whatever I'm going to put out on the weekends, because I know that's when you guys have time to actually allow me into your life, which is a divine blessing. The reason I'm putting this out for you, first of all, welcome to those who've never seen my videos. My name is Gerald Davis. I'm a life coach and an inspiring psychologist, and this is my journey. In October 2011, which means 3 years ago, I made the greatest decision of my life to embrace my spiritual journey and find my purpose. And in doing so, my Father, my Lord Jesus Christ, has not only taken my life upside down, He's allowed me to find clarity and purpose. Therefore, if you are watching this video, this message is actually for you. If someone shared this video, it's because they care. Thank them. Now, I know that a lot of you are feeling the energy that's in the air. Some of you are being bombarded with a lot of challenges, and it seems like you can't catch a break for nothing. You just want to lay down and pull that proverbial cover and snuggle in and not embrace what's waiting for you on the outside, your life. I'm here to tell you, you're going to be okay. But this is a process of authenticating who you are. So you've probably seen and felt a lot of shifts, a lot of change. And it has caused some uncertainty. It may have sparked a fire within your spirit to define yourself. It is now time that you embrace who you are. See, let me clarify something to you. See, we take a lot of things for granted, and a lot of it is because of the fact that we don't understand why things are being manifested or revealed to us in the manner that it does. Like, for example, your name. Yes, your name. You see, before you even took your first breath, your parents chose your name. But what a lot of people fail to go a little deeper to see is your name was selected spiritually. Therefore, your destiny and legacy was attached to your name. So, with that being said, some of you may have had to deal with things that were unbalanced. You've had a hard life. You've had a lot of uncertainty. You've had a lot of challenges, and it has made you bitter. It has made your life, in other words, a living hell, with fleeting moments of happiness and joy. Let me tell you something. The reason why, whatever your obstacles are, that you may have had to deal with them earlier in life, some time ago or even now. It is to authenticate who you're going to be. You see, the person that you're destined to be, yes, that person is a beautiful person. It's unique, one of a kind, like their name. Yes, we do share the duality of having common names like Charlie Brown or William Smith or whoever. But that is only a descriptive of who you are, but that doesn't define what you're about. You know, I got these, you can't see this right now, but I got chills going through me right now because I know that somebody was saying, I need to hear this brother right now. I'm searching for something. I'm searching for some clarity because I got a situation right now that is causing me to go deep within myself. That is causing me to really reevaluate not only where I am, what I'm about, but where I'm trying to go. Some of the things that you may have embraced that you thought were, how can I say it, that you thought were factual, you're finding out were illusions. And this is causing you to more or less restructure the way you think. Let me tell you something. This is for you. Do not put all that energy and stress into that revelation that you just discovered. Don't. That does not define you. Now, granted, there may be a lesson in this because everything that you do, everything from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, there are lessons and choices that you must make. Just like, for example, you have to make a decision to get out of your bed. You have to make a decision to brush your teeth. You have to make a decision if you're going to go to work. You have to make a decision if you're going to eat lunch. You have to make a decision to pay your bills. But with every decision that you make, you must make a conscious decision if those decisions are sound. See, that's why we have free will. That's one of the things that determines what outcomes that you are going to experience. I know right now somebody, I'm going to put it there, they're heartbroken, ain't you? And the sad thing about it is, your environment don't get you because they've already had a perception of what you're about, but the perception of what you're about is not who you are. The perception that they're basing it on is actually a position of enablement. For example, say for example you like to go out. You like to have a good old time. But you know that if you choose to drink, you have an issue drinking responsibly. And when you choose not to, you become another person. A person that's inhibited, or better yet, vulnerable. And ended up making choices that have detrimental effects. You end up saying the wrong things or acting out of character, and then you end up, after clarity has been restored the next day, you feel very, very bad because you don't understand how could you have done that. Let me tell you something. You are a human being. You are. You're going to make mistakes. But you got to make a conscious decision to be responsible for your actions. So stop beating yourself up about that. Has it killed you? Obviously it has not killed you because you're listening to what I'm conveying. So, if anything, you must truly get real with yourself. See, here's the amazing part. And see, this is the one thing I love about you guys. Because I know every one of you guys are very intelligent. Some of the most savviest people that are out here on YouTube community. But the duality that we all share is we want to have a better life. We all want to make changes that are going to render or will foster our steps to have the life that we envision within our spirits. Well, I know some of you right now are really saying, you know what, Gerald? I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of talking about it. I feel like I'm not being heard. Yeah, I know I got somebody right now. Look, we've all been there. But what you got to understand is this. What you want compared to what you need are two different things. And what you're projecting out is a position of control. As you already know, we have only one life. So it's very important that we make the best decisions that we can. However, we do not, I repeat, do not have the power to cause someone to change. And it usually is, we see the negative with the people that we care about the most. Let me ask you, let me put this out there first of all. You want change? You want change? Yeah, you. You want change in your life? Here's what you do. You pray for them. You probably saying, that's it, Joe? No, I'm serious. You go to your higher power, whoever your higher power is. My higher power is my Lord Jesus Christ. And you open your heart. And you say, Lord, or whoever your higher power is, and you give them your problem. You give them that problem. And you ask that whatever that concern is, that with your higher power's mercy, compassion, and love, that they will take hold of that. Now, in doing so, you must let go. Now, for some of you, and I've been there, you want something so bad, but yet you don't have control in yourself to let it go. So in doing so, how can you seek change in something if you're not willing to release it? Because if it's truly willed for you to have in your life, guess what? You'll see it again. It should be made new. But you must also put that same energy in yourself. That's what separates a person that has purpose compared to a hypocrite. I could turn around and say, well, you know what? I want to pay my bills and be on time with everything, but if I'm not out there working, how can I pay my bills? I'm playing the victim card. Well, why is everybody... They don't understand. No. You got to cut the crap. You got to cut the crap. You got to be real with yourself. And see, if you really love yourself, I'm talking to all of y'all. Now, I'm not exempt. You got to make a decision to draw that spiritual line in your life, which is basically what I'm saying is place boundaries when it comes to you. And you need to protect yourself and your interests at all costs. This may mean having to put distance between family members. Yeah, I know I'm talking to somebody right now, because I know some of y'all, that's your biggest problem. You love your family so much, but they ain't hearing you. I'm going to tell you something, my king. Yeah, I'm talking to you. What will be, will be. But the best impact that you can make as a person is to be true to you. That's why the Bible says be true to thyself. Because if you true to yourself, you're going to make sound decisions for what's best for you at all costs. And those connections, those extensions, may it be family, friends, or people that you pass, and that you come across in passing, if they truly value who you are, they're going to have the same traits that you possess. But as I always say, a fraud does not need your help to expose themselves. And that's how you get clarity. So my question to you is this. What you afraid of? Don't you want to go to sleep and really have a peaceful night where you can truly get the rest that your body needs, that your heart requires? Come on now. You deserve it. And check this out. Have I gotten your attention now? What did I convey about 45 days ago? I said, for those who did not know, do not watch, do not take notice of what you see in the media or what you hear. Now is the time that you must truly discern. Because what is being put out in the masses is an illusion. It is. Because if you had your best, if put it this way, if our government had our best interest, why are we suffering? Regardless if you take ownership in your life and you doing everything A to Z, or let's switch it. If the role were reversed, do you think that we would have the outcome that we have right now that is presented out to us? I beg to differ. Why? Because it doesn't affect them. It doesn't. So those who are affected or were affected with the furlough, those people that are my federal employees, number one, I need you to dig deep within yourself. You're going to be alright. You're going to be fine. Church, take the situations, what's going on in your life, to make a positive out of it. Now remember, as I keep trying to convey to you guys, the people that have your interests will share your mindset, good or bad. Energy out is energy received. We know it as karma. Some know it as the boomerang effect. You cannot go through life giving only bad behavior, thinking you're going to have a good outcome. See, even those that have been able to figure out manipulation eventually have to pay the price of that choice. Eventually. And usually that price is something that they cannot pay. But it all starts within yourself. It all begins within you. You've got to find the courage. You've got to love yourself. You've got to love yourself. You've got to do it. Don't worry about what's going on. As long as you are in control of you. Ain't no different. I mean, really. I can't make you put on your socks. Now, can I? You make a decision to do that. So in the same reference, a person can't do nothing you won't allow. But you got to own your life. Because I'm going to tell you something. The person, your destiny, yes, I'm talking to you. Your legacy is waiting on you to make those sound choices. The more that you invest in yourself, the quicker you will join your destiny of who you're going to be. So don't get caught up in what you got going on right now. If you guys are in the midst of a storm, spiritually, if you feel like that your life has been ripped up, let me tell you something. Only thing that's been ripped up is the negatives have been brought up to surface to be reviewed. Why? Because that's what's required to be you. That's what's required. No one can do the work for you. And I'm feeling this right now. Hey, make a decision for you. Somebody's trying to debate if they want to go back to school or leave or something. Why are you going to do that? You know you need your education. Stop listening to what your friends are telling you. They're not your friends. You ever heard of that phrase, crabs in a barrel? Well, it's time for you to kick that barrel, kick it over, and let the crabs scurry away because they don't deserve to be in your company. I mean, think of it this way. Why are you going to embrace something that can't make you grow? That can't help you grow? Why? No one should have that much control on your life. And I know it's easier said than done. But I done been there. I have been there. And it's a scary place sometimes. Because the pain that you're feeling right now, because you're not receiving that validation from that one. Yeah, that one. Guess what? What you're actually feeling is the energy and love that you need to give yourself. So don't get caught up on what a person looks like, what a person possesses. If they don't have it here, it ain't nothing but a cardboard cutout. You deserve better. If you know your heart is a heart of gold, sparkles like a diamond, then act like it. Because that's what you're going to receive in return. If you don't like the fact that someone's treating you like an object, then stop giving them the energy to have that perception. And actually, why do you need them? Because your soul ain't for sale. My queens, my queens, my queens, my queens. You gotta check yourself. If you don't like attractive men that only want to sleep with you and throw you in the corner like a scuffed up pair of shoes, then stop putting yourself out there. I think somebody needs to hear that too. If you're constantly seeing the same thing, same result, then you need to look at the common denominator of the approach. Because as I mentioned before, that's a soul tie. That's a soul tie. Stop doing that. And plus, more importantly, I know every one of you on this board right now, deep down inside, want to have your name changed. You know in your heart you want to be Mrs. Such and Such. Well, stop acting or carrying yourself like someone who doesn't want to be married. Stop it. Because the more and more you give access to someone that does not deserve you, all you're doing is pushing yourself more and more further from the man that's supposed to come into your life to help you grow even more. They will never complete you, but they're going to enhance what you're about. Because guess what? You're both like this. You deserve it. My kings, stop listening to your boys telling you that you ain't got to change. It's time to man up and be the man who you are. You are Mr. Ain't that who you are? So why are you listening to your boys? Or better yet, if your boys are not a positive influence in your life, why you kicking it with them? What are you doing? Y'all just want to waste time together? I mean, come on now, look at it. The corners, the blocks is filled with nothing but broken dreams and promises. But here's the kicker with that. Here's the kicker. For each and every person that are on that block and corner, they all have one thing in common. They can change their life. They ain't got to be there. They don't own that corner or that block. They don't. It is time for you to go within your heart, man, and start working on them things that are broken in you. It just takes courage to look at you. Look at yourself for who you are. You know what you're about. Ain't nobody gonna do the work for you. Some of you right now are still dependent on your mama. Why? If you in your 20s and you still latched up like you 7, come on, brother, you got to get together. Your life is not going to be balanced out. You just got to man up. Stop attracting these women that are distracting you. You're queen. And I know I'm talking to somebody. Yeah, I got you now. You know the woman that you feel in your heart that you want to come into your life? She will never come in your life until you get yourself together. Never. Why? Because you ain't got nothing to offer. And she ain't got nothing to offer you because y'all not grown. Y'all not there yet spiritually or emotionally. Yeah. Somebody need to hear that. So, in essence, don't believe the hype on what you see out in the mirror and out there in the media. Don't do that. And you see what they doing with Miley Cyrus? You see how bad behavior gets you? It gets you more of the bad behavior to come. But guess what? I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. But don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Because they all fall down eventually and humble themselves before the Creator. Okay, y'all? I think somebody needed to hear that, and I said, well, let me go ahead and put this up before I start my day. We are in the midst of autumn, fall. You see I got my hoodie on. You guys got to make sure that you guys stay vitamin up and wash your hands. Wash them, because there's a lot of stuff in the air. You don't need to get sick. All right, on that note, be the best person you can be. Always put your higher power first in everything you do. My higher power is my Lord Jesus Christ. And as long as you let Him guide your direction, not only will you have your blessings come sooner, you will have clarity in embracing them. So as I always say, God is praying for you. You know I am. Stay blessed and protected, y'all. Be safe. Bye.